Hello guys, Press Striking here today, and I'm going to be continuing, my commentary from part 1, and I believe I was talking about how, like, some bad points, how, the specialist, just like, just all the bad stuff. I really don't know if there's anything else I should talk about. I actually have to say that, well, that people, like, elite moderators, they just boot, and, it's just unfair to me. That's what I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna put it out there. Elite moderators are just, it's just really hard, Usually, when I become an elite moderator, I just, let everybody play. If there's anyone hacking, I kick them. If you start complaining, I let you, just tell you to stop. Nobody likes it, and then, give him some strikes, and then, well, until he, goes overboard, I'm just, he's, disrupting the other players, and I just kick him. That's how I pretty much go. Anyways, though, I'm going to be talking about from, some good points of view of common arms, and, to be honest, there's not a lot, and, I'm just going to be trying to be honest here that common arms, there's not a lot of good points. I really don't know if there's anything good, because they're just so overpowered. They make it so unfair to the other players. Elite moderators, super overpowered guns, and ironically, I'm using NX weapons. I know, but I usually like to use those really difficult guns to use, the most unpopular ones, because like them guns that are not really popular, I find them, it kind of tells me saying, well, apparently a lot of people don't want to use this gun because they suck with it, and when they suck with it, they're not good, and the reason they're not good because the gun is hard to use, and that's how I usually look at how people use the gun. So, for example, G3, you don't see a lot of people using G3s. And people are like, I don't want to use a G3 because it's hard. Give me the 20 magazines, it's annoying. Well, for me, I would take it. I'd love to take that challenge. But still, anyways, that's a major problem. Overpowered weapons. Yeah, this is really unbelievable. At least I should give them some points for trying their best for, making good gameplays and good maps. Game modes like Capture the Flag. I mean, those are classics. Quarantine is really fun. Let's see. Well, like some of the quarantine maps, they're not really, they're not original. They're like, they add on very things that are game changing. Even the little things are can be very changing. Like, for example, like there's boxes that covers, something like that. And obviously it's going to affect your gameplay. It's not like an open hallway, it's a really tight corridor. And, same thing with like oil rig, they added like 2 more platforms. They added one that spews fire on one side, and then one open, and you can turn it by turning the bow, And, there's another one that has a crane that moves around across the, boardwalk, or like a bridge, and then if you kind of fail at running, you get pushed off and die. They try to do something good, and I have to give some good credit to them. I like how they recognize old Western, not like old Western, old World War, World War II, World War I, guns. I usually like how they, decided, hey, look, let's recognize, weapons from the past into a modern setting, and I kind of like how they use it. I mean, how it's pretty much going to affect your gameplay. It's like saying, well, I wonder how it feels like to, hold an 1800, revolver into a modern setting. And obviously, they're going to be completely different from our guns, from the past, because our guns are more, automatic, semi-automatic. But revolvers, they're double actions. It takes forever to, to switch and reload. And in the game, the contests, they reload really fast. But to be honest, in real life, it's kind of hard unless you have like a speed reloader. It's still, it's really interesting how, using the M2 Browning, which is a American World War I gun, 50 cal, and it's really amazing how how it feels like to use that gun. Because that gun is terrible, but you use it in a modern setting though. It's very powerful, however, it's very inaccurate, and it changes the gameplay. It feels that you can go completely World War I, World War II guns, or just use completely only German guns, in World War II, and then it's very different from modern guns. World War II guns, yes, they're more deadly. However, modern is it's more accurate. It's much more improved. And then, other than the STG 44, it's completely different. How different different eras, and they recognize it because many modern games, they actually, they don't even look past. They don't really go deep into it. They don't focus into, they focus into the old guns. So, don't say like, oh, common arms, they make overpowered guns. Well, you should at least be happy that they, they produce like guns from the past that they, go on into the, they dig it up. They dig up like old stuff and they, polish it, and it's all back to normal. All back to original state. So it makes it fun. Let's see. Well, I'm really trying how to think of any good stuff. Actually, Fire Team is not bad, but having the idea of having having a squad, which is like 8 players, against a large wave of infected, or going through an objective, it's really fun. It's more like a player versus environment. But however, I feel like it's too linear. It's not like you can take alternative routes. You follow one objective and follow that and follow that and follow that. It's very easy. You get the same maps, and then you can just change the difficulty. And I like that, how you can select it. But I wish that common arms, they should have done have like a daily, it's like a daily thing. Have it easy, normal, hard, or something like that. Or maybe they can have something that, makes sub-levels, and then, they mix it up, and then they produce, different, different, they, generate different maps based on the, pre-made, sub-levels. And you make, one sub-level, and you make another sub-level, and they make another sub-level, and then you just jumble it all up. You build like a billion, possibilities, and then you just simply get a computer, or an AI that jumbles everything up. And then, I have the start level, obviously, but, when you have the start level, and then you move on to the next one, it's going to be completely different when you play. And, this is actually, this actually was, used, many times, by other games use this sometimes. I know the game that I'm talking about, I'm planning to do a gameplay video on, commentaries from now on. I'm not telling you guys yet. I'll try to tell you guys this week, maybe 2 days or 3 days, I'm not sure. I will release the trailer, and you'll soon understand what I'm talking about. That, the game I'm gonna be, doing on is, it's gonna be like, they even said it in their E3 conference that they're gonna be more focused into, they're gonna have, PvZ, player versus environment, or, Fire Team, you could say. They're gonna have it, jumble all the missions, they're gonna jumble everything up, and, actually I might release it today, the trailer. I really hope I can, but, I'll try. Anyways, though, There is one thing I want to also point out for a good point, and you have to give them some credit, is that they're trying their best to stop hackers. I mean, you can in any game you play, there are always going to be hackers and or cheaters, and you can't stop it. Everybody does it. I mean, pretty much every hacker is gonna break into a game no matter what, because it's games, anti-hacks aren't developed enough. They're not strong enough. People always seem to always go for the lowest bidder. However, though, they should develop more of a complex system, that prevents hacking and prevents this and that. Try to prevent the most hackers. And Common Arms, I feel like they are doing their best and doing the most to stop, and they're constantly updating their anti-hack shield, and they're trying their best. And you have to say they're not that much hackers anymore. I mean, it happens one or two games, but it never happens. You just gotta know what server to go on. Usually it's golf servers or Jackson. Sometimes in the Rex servers or the Papa server, they usually have hackers. But Bravo server, and I don't know what happened to the Alpha server. I really don't know what happened to it. But the Bravo servers, they tend to have a little. And I guess that's why it's so popular. But however, the more popular it is, the more populated it is, it's more chance of getting hackers. So try your best. Try playing with a bunch of friends. Get a bunch of friends, invite them to a room, and just play and have some fun. That's pretty much what I like to do. But usually I just hop onto a quick server, or quick join server sometimes. But that's just there's many ways to stay away from hackers. Oh, and also here's a good tip. Do not join an elite moderator room. They will have the most hackers, because usually clans, they usually hire hackers, and it's kind of not fair. So just try to avoid elite moderators and just join regular rooms. So that's pretty much I have to say about the good things and bad things about Common Arms. And I just wanted to say some solutions I can think of. First of all, they should actually try to balance the game. Stop being so greedy. They're really being greedy. And, there's a lot of companies trying to do that. They're trying to grab into the people's wallets. And I have fell into their, little trap. But everybody does. You have to be very careful how commerce plays it out. If it's like a sale, and they're trying to grab into it, you have to be a little cautious how you spend your money. Usually I just like to save it for later, but sometimes when I have nothing to spend it on, I might as well just spend it on NX or just save it for myself. But they need to know how there are some people out there who cannot just afford NX, and they should know. They're just too greedy to notice. They're just blinded by it. They're just blinded by the money, and their minds are just it's just motivated by money. They should really start being human for once, and stop being so greedy. They need to be more, generated by thoughts and motives instead of money. It really, really upsets me that many companies does this. Microsoft, Activision. There's a lot of companies out there who does follow that tactic, and they should start following the philosophy of pay for comfort, not pay for overpowered. It's just that they need to have focus more into the people, and then and the players, and the service for the players, not just for themselves or just for the people who have premium, who have tons of money. And that's just being really, really, really corrupt. That's just saying we only favor the rich people. We do not care about the rest of the people. That, however, I feel very, very, very upset about, and I should have seen this, and I should have, shouldn't be blinded by this, but it's better late than never, and I'm trying my best to, I'm not trying to stop, I'm not trying to stop the company. I'm just trying to say that people should be very careful when you buy stuff. You should be a little bit more careful. Alright, so this is pretty much it, and, well, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. There should be, there's a lot more solutions out there, but due to my, limited time, I only have like 16 minutes in total, and my time is almost up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to do more commentaries, more to talk about, more, not like maybe real life, maybe more into like the, economy, or maybe some really interesting facts to talk about. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please do subscribe if you want. But it's free. It's not, you don't have to pay anything. So please, guys, I really need the support. So thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this first commentary. I think I'm asking too much, but still, anyways, I am, not very good at this. But still, thank you for watching my video.